Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning, children. Hope you are all fine. Welcome back to English online class. Children, in the previous lessons, we have studied about the Pandavas searching for the water. So, finally, what happened? Nakula saw the pool and he was followed by his brothers Sahadeva, Arjuna, and Bhima. They all did the same thing. They did not listen to the warning voice, and finally, they appeared to be dead. So, what happens next? Let us see today. Puzzled and worried that his brothers had not returned, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction his brothers had taken. Children, Yudhishthira left alone. He was puzzled, means confused why these brothers did not return. One by one, everybody went in search of water, but no one returned. So he was worried a lot, and finally, he himself proceeded towards the pool. When he came back near a pool, seeing his brothers lying on the ground appear dead, he was shocked. Children, he went near the pool finally. What did he see there? All his brothers lying on the ground, appearing dead. He was shocked. So, first of all, he was the last who went to the pool. So, when he saw his brothers lying on the ground, he was really shocked and he was confused what to do. See, children, in this picture you can observe all four brothers lying down as if they are dead. So, Yudhishthira standing and watching everybody, what happened to these people. But as he was thirsty, he wanted to quench his thirst first. At once he heard a voice which warned him. Children, like the other four brothers, even Yudhishthira wanted to quench his thirst first. He wanted to satisfy his thirst. At once he heard a voice which warned him. So, as he went near the pool to drink the water, like before, even he heard the same invisible voice. So, he just listened to that. So, what was the voice said? Your brothers died because they did not heed my words. Do not follow them. Answer my questions first and then quench your thirst. This pool is mine. Children, what was the voice said? It told that your brothers died because they did not heed my words. They did not listen to me. They did not answer me. Do not follow them. So don't follow your brothers. If you follow them, even you will be dead as if the others' brothers. Answer my questions first and then quench your thirst. So what did the invisible voice said? First of all, answer my all questions. Then you can drink the water. If you answer my questions, you are free to drink the water because this pool belongs to me. This pool is mine. See, children, the invisible voice said all these things to Yudhishthira. What did Yudhishthira did? Yudhishthira knew that these words were the words of Yaksha. He said to his bodiless voice, please ask your questions. The voice asked questions one after other. Children, Yudhishthira was very clever. He knew that this invisible voice is the words of Yaksha. So, Yaksha voice was heard until now. So, he found out very clearly that this belongs to Yaksha. And he said to the bodiless voice, so he said to that invisible voice, please ask your questions. Please, you can ask me questions. The voice asked the questions one after the other. So when Yudhishthira said to ask questions to Yaksha, Yaksha proceeded along with many questions. So let us see, children, what are the questions were asked by Yaksha. Children, these event is about the modern feelings what we have in our mind. So it is related to our life. It related to our modern life. So let us see. So many questions were asked by Yaksha, and what were the answers given by Yudhishthira? Everything belongs to us. It is related to the modern life, what we are leading now. So if we cultivate these things in our life, definitely we will reach our goal. Why we have the life? To reach our goal and achieve our aim. Suppose if we don't achieve or don't reach also, it's no problem, but we should respect for our life. So this is the thing which Yaksha asked many questions for Yudhishthira, and one by one Yudhishthira answered very easily. Yudhishthira did not make the mistake what his brothers made. They did not heed, they did not listen also to the warning. Just they wanted to quench their waters, they drank and fell down. But Yudhishthira did not do that. He is a very clever and wise man. So he was ready to answer all the questions. Let us see what are all the questions were asked by Yaksha. The first of all, he asked, what makes sun shine every day? See, this is the general question which was asked by Yaksha. What makes the sun shine every day? Why does the sun shines every day? This is the question asked by Yaksha to Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira replied, the power of God. So the sun shines every day. Is it manual? No, is it not? It is the natural. The sun rises and sets. So why it rises every day? Yudhishthira said, it is the power of God. We believe that sun itself is a God. So we believe that sun rises and sets every day because he himself is a God. Because the power what the God is having, because of this sun shines every day. Every day he shines as if he is a God. He is the power of God. So only he shines himself naturally. So this is the answer given by Yudhishthira. Children will come to know that sun God is not, he is not guilt of himself. He is not, he doesn't having any profit for himself if he shines every day. He is doing good for all the living beings on the earth, is it not? This is the moral which Yudhishthira answered in his to the question of Yaksha. Sun is alone. He shines every day because he wants to lighten everyone who is there on the earth, isn't it? So, without sunlight, can we live? No. We need sunlight. The basic things are many things which we wanted for ourselves. So, Yudhishthira is answered here that God Sun is having his own power and he wants to benefits for all the living beings by shining every day. The sunlight what we are receiving from him is the best basic need what we want to survive. If we want to survive, we need the sunlight, isn't it? So he shines himself every day for the benefit of the people. Did you understand, children? This is the thing what Yudhishthira explained. To know the value of the sun for the mankind. So whatever we have to share with everyone. Is it clear? So sun is sharing his rays throughout the world. So little bit of sunlight what we are getting from the sun, we are surviving because of that. So this is the concept which Yudhishthira said to the Yaksha's question. So this is related to us every day in life, is it not? We should not be comfortable, we should not, what we need, we should not be comfortable with us. What we have, we should share with everyone. So this is the concept which you have to understood. Hope you have understood. Now coming to the next question. What rescues man in danger? What helps when a man in danger? What makes him survive when a man is in danger? Yudhishthira answered, courage. Isn't it? Children, even you have to adopt all these things. This is the basic concept which you have to adopt in your life. So only this lesson is worthable what you have to adopt, and you have to solve whatever problems you may face. Like you should be not in alone, and you should not, whatever you have you should share with the others. And here, what rescues man in danger? That means what is the thing which helps when a man is in danger? So it is nothing but courage. What is courage? The boldness, the braveness. Children, as I told you, life is given by God. We should not waste our life. So whenever we are in some problems arises in each and everybody's life. Don't take it easily. So our parents are like our God, is it not? So because of them we are here, and we have to achieve something. And when there is some abstracts, some difficulties in our life, we have to face that with our boldness, with our braveness. That is nothing but courage. What is the opposite of courage? Coward. So don't be like a coward. Don't hesitate. You have to build courage in your character. So whenever you face any problem, you are supposed to face that with lot of courage. See, if you have courage, you can succeed anything. You can achieve anything. Here in this picture, a boy, he is jumping from this end to that end. If we think that we can't do it, means we can never do it. If we have courage and if we make up our mind to okay, I can jump. If we make up our mind, definitely we can jump. So that is the courage. Making up our minds is nothing but the courage. Children, even whatever you face problems, everybody have to look after their solution themselves, is it not? So when you are all children, you can get the advice from your elders, but whatever it comes, you have to face everything with the courage. Keep in mind, don't lose your hopes. Be brave and bold. Coming to the next question. What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? Means, what is the other thing which is equal to earth, which is sustaining us? Means the earth, on the earth we are all living. It is all holding us, is it not? So whatever things are there on the earth is the one which is holding in its like a mother. So the earth itself is holding everything. It is sustaining in itself. So when Yaksha asked Yudhishthira, what is more nobly sustaining than? Who is? The earth is taking everything in its on the earth, but what is equal to the earth? Then Yudhishthira said, the mother who brings up the child. So like earth, even the mother is sustaining everything like the earth. So mother is holding. So the mother is the one who sustains everything by looking after their families, by bringing up the children. She is the mother god like the earth. Even she is have the capacity of holding everything, looking after everything. So no mother will say that you are very troubling me, I can't look after you, you just get out from the house. Anybody will say like that? No. The mother is the god that she looks after everything. She have the courage of doing anything for her children. So this is the meaning of this answer, children. So respect your elders, especially your mother. Coming to the next question. What is faster than wind? So, wind is the fastest thing. You know, all of you know that, is it not? So, what is more faster than wind? That is mind, said with Yudhishthira. So, Yudhishthira replied, mind. How, children? We use our brain, we use our mind to think, is it not? So, whatever I am speaking now, the mind is giving order to me, I am speaking to you. Even you are all listening. So, the mind is giving order to you, it is commanding you to listen. So, whatever you do, each and every second will be commanded or ordered by the mind. So, the mind is the fastest thing in the world, in our human body, which acts as a commander. So, wind also blows, but more than wind, the mind works very faster. So, we cannot compare wind for the mind. Wind, at least sometimes it blows very slowly, but mind doesn't blows. It works moreover faster than the wind. So always we'll be using our minds. It's not whatever every fraction of second we use our brains. Whatever the brain gets the command, that we are followed. Is it not? So we'll be followed according to our mind. Whatever our mind says, we'll follow that. So this is the answer what Yudhishthira replied for the question. So I hope you have understood this concept. Children, there are still few more questions which were asked by Yaksha to Yudhishthira. Let us complete that in the next session. Hope you have understood, and read the textbook PDF format once again, twice, thrice, then try to understand it. So let me conclude here. Let me continue in the next session. Thank you, children. Stay home and stay safe.